do we go fill this out? That's what I'm talking about. I like the look. And filled out. Yeah, I'll try that. Fuck it. All right. All right. Good evening, or whenever you're watching this. I'm making this at night. But the purpose of this video is I'm going to be going through my trading strategy as I trade the NASDAQ futures. I would like just to give an explanation because I've been going live on TikTok recently, and I think it's important that I have something to direct anyone who's asking questions. I have a video to direct them to so they can watch that and figure out what I'm doing while I'm trading. So I think it's important that I create this. I'm definitely a combination of a couple prolific traders in the community. So I'm not going to take complete credit for anything. I haven't figured this all out by myself. As you can see here, my trading platform is set up from another streamer's moderator. He has a website, and I use that to get my charts the way they're looking now. So I will be crediting them for that specifically and parts of my strategy, because that's where that's what I'm looking at basically for my for when I take trades. That's how I'm reading the market. I just might read it a bit different now than how that guy trades. So that's what we're going to be doing today. If we come over here to my chart, as you can see, I have two charts pulled up right now. I have the 22 range and I have the 5 minute. 5 minute I like just as my main time frame. I trade off this specifically just for current, I trade the first hour of the day. So for that first hour, I think the 5 minute gives you the best feeling of direction for that time frame, right? So I like to take trades off of the 1 minute as well. And then 30 minute for overall trend. So as you can see here, we're kind of in a downtrend right now. So you might be looking for levels to short off of, or depending on the strength of the move, you're looking here for the main overall trend. I look here for good entries within these 5 minute candles, right? So that is not what I base my trades off of though. So we have the candle patterns, which help with dictating and figuring out if the move you want to see is playing out in the way you want it to play out. So what I do is I use this DOM here as well as the DOM on the 1 minute chart. Mainly the DOM on the 1 minute chart helps kind of lay out these ideas for me, but you're looking for larger order blocks. At least this is how my brain interprets it, right? So take everything with a grain of salt and trade your own way. But this is my strategy video, so this is what I'm saying. Yeah, so I'm looking, let's say, a day like today. I'm just going to use the chart we're looking at now as, a good concept so you can grasp what I'm saying, which it's not hard at all. But I'll just say what is going on. Let's say we're looking for the downside. Overall, I open up the chart. The trend is down. Let's say this is looking weak, and I'm looking for a trade downwards. I'll be looking specifically for my exit. Let's say I have a level here. Let's say I have a level at 30, which is yesterday's value area high right here, right? By the way, before I get into that, actually, these levels, this is overnight highs, yesterday's value area high, VWAP, which is volume weighted average price, yesterday's point of control, and then yesterday's value area low, yesterday's overnight highs, or just the overnight highs, I apologize. Overnight lows, my goodness, I cannot talk. And I use these also as points of interest. So if we have mainly for Confluence. So if we have a bunch of orders resting around yesterday's value area high and we're looking weak above, I'll look for an entry while we're up here to short to the downside and maybe go fill these orders, right? So that overall is how I'm playing the market. Now, choppy days are different. I try to stay out of the market while it's chopping. Obviously, you don't always do that, but the rules remain the same for me in my head. That's what I use the 22 range for. Typically, this will be moving in a certain direction, and delta on this is cumulative delta also. Basically, this will move in tandem with price, but volume may not always follow. So if there's a large move upwards and there's not a lot of volume on that move up, it can be portrayed as a weak move in which you may want to short that, and the opposite is true if we're selling off pretty hard, like price-wise, yet the move downwards isn't very weak looking on delta. You can do the inverse and use that as a area to long. But yeah, the overall structure is using large order blocks to create to find which direction you want to go in. If we have orders both ways, a lot of times we'll find out. I'm still going with the trend, so you want to match up the things you're trading. So you want the trend to match where the orders are, to match all these areas of interest, right? So it's a lot of piecing multiple things together to get a nice entry. A lot of times 1 minute candles can show you a rounding off or a rounding up, just based on how they're moving. It also comes with a lot of screen time. You want to be in front of your charts. You want to be looking at the charts while not being distracted. You want to be focused and really get a feel for price movement, because price movement is just as important as everything else I just mentioned, but it's a lot harder to show what that looks like real time if I'm not actively live trading, which I do every morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. I will be live streaming. I do it on TikTok now. I used to do it on YouTube, but viewership is hard on YouTube when you don't have any subscribers. So I've been moving over to TikTok, where I get a lot more activity. It's a lot more random faces popping in, and it's a lot more fun for me. So if you're seeing this, join the TikTok live. But yeah, overall, this is just a video for my overall strategy. So, it's pretty easy. I'm hoping it's easy to watch, and it's an easy explanation as to what I do. I trade one symbol. I trade the NQ. That's it. I'm going to make a separate video on Apex Trader funding and how I set that up. I can make a video on how I set my charts up, but I think that might be another technical video. I don't know. I'm thinking about that. But this is the main video I wanted to get out so I can direct people here. If you're watching, I appreciate you. I'm going to dip out. I'm going to say peace. I'm going to get out of here. But yeah, final word. This is my strategy. If you would like to watch me live, I do. That's twice now. I do. I will be live 9:30 a.m. Eastern, and I hope to see you there. Thank you.